It's a natural wonderland, a small island in the Caribbean. Now, Puerto Rico is also a historic disaster and a people faced with hard choices.
Inside a church, the president threw paper towels and other supplies into a crowd.
Who comes to the aid of Puerto Rico? Politically, they may want the status quo or statehood, but they want their sports representation intact.
Las tres nombres que menciona son seres súper amados en este país, ¿verdad? Ya Mónica y Roberto en su carácter individual y el Team Rubio como colectivo, porque ellos representan ese sentimiento de amor hacia Puerto Rico y ese honor, ¿verdad?, de salir fuera de nuestra frontera y representarnos y tener triunfo. Y son triunfos que los representan a ellos, pero también nos terminan representando a todos nosotros.
For more than 100 years, Puerto Ricans have lived a dual
Music
existence. Its people are divided, and now there are more Puerto Ricans living on the mainland than on the island. As time passes, Puerto Ricans on the island and in the diaspora develop different loyalties and priorities. But through music, food, and sports, they remain connected. In Puerto Rico, to compete in sports is to have an impact. But who and what do they represent? They're American citizens, but culturally different.
We got a little bit of everything, and we're just happy people.
At a time of social and economic turmoil on the island, sports is a bonding agent. Puerto Rican athletes feel the support and attention of its people. Boricuas, on and off the island, want to express themselves and be heard, and for that, they play and fight. Sports is an arena where the Puerto Rican flag can join the other nations and be recognized as a distinct entity. There are new sports on the scene and new idols.
Okay, good to see you. See you in the middle. All right. Bye.
Wrestler Jaime Espinal fights for Puerto Rico in many ways. His charisma makes him a local idol, and he won silver in the London Olympics. Born in the Dominican Republic, he lived in New York but never wavered in representing the place where he was raised. In the Rio Olympics, Espinal was the flag bearer for Puerto Rico.
Dice, ok, naciste en República Dominicana, dice aquí que eres americano porque tienes pasaporte americano, pero tú vas a luchar por Puerto Rico. Explícame eso. Este país es muy chiquitito y no tiene mucha gente que lo represente, así que mejor vamos a dar la cara por ellos. Pero norteamericanos, no, ellos son demasiados que peleen ellos, yo quiero con mi gente aquí.
Swimmer Jesse Vasallo represented the United States instead of Puerto Rico, stepping into political hot water.
Siempre me sentí puertorriqueño, soy puertorriqueño, no pretendo ser otra cosa. Cuando Puerto Rico no me permite hacerlo, pues Estados Unidos me abre la puerta y estoy agradecido por eso.
Political science professor Astrid Larraraz says it's important for Puerto Rico to be on the world stage.
Los ciudadanos se sienten sumamente orgullosos que esta isla tan pequeña en el Caribe tenga representación en un evento tan importante como las Olimpiadas.
Estoy feliz porque está Coulson y Espinal representando a Puerto Rico. Y me inspira porque yo puedo un mañana ser un deportista.
Y estar en un estadio rodeados de las banderas de otros países es un orgullo increíble. Todos nos olvidamos quizás de nuestras tristezas, nuestras preocupaciones por la situación política y económica y nos concentramos en nuestro orgullo por nuestros atletas.
Sports are waters where the Puerto Ricans feel less isolated, no matter what their political fate may be. In Rio, there was a watershed event which raised morale at a delicate moment. Tennis player Monica Puig won the first Olympic gold ever, an achievement which brought pride to Puerto Ricans. Athletes feel that they leave a mark, even if they must leave to compete.
O sea, yo me fui para Estados Unidos en el 80 de Puerto Rico, porque aquí en Puerto Rico no había futuro.
Dijeron de Puerto Rico.
Sport, baseball, basketball, boxing, volleyball, and now soccer and Olympic sports is an arena where the people feel represented. Fiscal and political problems have caused social unrest. Sports have been a clear uniter of the people.
Después de la Olimpiada para acá, pues esto es un nuevo Puerto Rico, ¿entiendes? La gente ya está dándose cuenta que el deporte sí une. Puerto Rico puede estar seguro que si hay alguien que va a luchar durísimo y que va a pelear por esa bandera, por esa medalla, soy yo.
Once in a blue moon, sports erases differences and brings singular joys. Celebration is sweet, yet fleeting. And there's always more work ahead.
Puede decir, vamos a unirnos por Puerto Rico.
¿Tú vas a sacar los carros por ahí?
After Hurricane Maria, the mood turned to anguish. A monumental challenge faces Puerto Rico to lift the island, alone and devastated, out of the darkness. But the spirit of its people was roused. To the rescue, to help its people and fight, came the athletes and the artists, symbols of Puerto Rico.
It took a lot of time for people to take action, and we felt it was important for us to give back.
What happened basically is that I felt that I needed to do something. Other people had already done some things.
That passion basically transmits what we're all about.
Sports and music are essential instruments to forge identity, inspire, and nourish pride in the spirit.
I think first of all it's important for people to understand that Puerto Rico has its own talent. We don't depend upon anyone else, no foreigners, to create talent. Puerto Rico has talent not only in sport, but we have talent in movies and music as it's known worldwide. So I think it's important for Puerto Rico to have its own team because that's going to give us an identity that we, I think, currently lack.
Music and sports with flair. The Puerto Rican idols will continue to work and play to set a standard and help their island, which will never be the same.
Y como deportista no solamente tú tienes el compromiso de hacer tu deporte, también yo creo que hay un compromiso que debe ser genuino, que es envolverte a la comunidad.
Cada uno de los atletas, especialmente los puertorriqueños, hemos dado mucho amor.
Gracias, Yari.
The road will be long, hard, and uncertain.
I said, well, I mean, I'm glad to be a U.S. citizen. I'm proud of being a U.S. citizen. But I am, from a sporting perspective, I'm Puerto Rican. That's what I feel.
Puerto Rico es una nación de deportistas y eso se demostró en Puerto Rico cuando ganó Tito Trinidad, que el pueblo se tiró a la calle y ahora en estos juegos que pasaron, pasó lo mismo. Los puertorriqueños se tiraron a la calle y con la bandera de Puerto Rico, no con la bandera americana. ¿Ah?
No me gustaría que mi gente de Puerto Rico se fuera al extranjero, al país que sea, pero la situación de Puerto Rico está bien fuerte. Cada cual tiene distintas situaciones. Yo, en mi carácter personal, yo tengo oportunidad, trataré de estar aquí toda mi vida, en Puerto Rico, en mi isla.
And wherever they may be, Puerto Ricans can root for the teams and athletes that represent them, whether they have chosen to fight or to play, to leave or to stay.